Hey, it's Ariel Anderson. It's Ariel Anderson. It's great to be here. I never know exactly when this is turning on, but today I'm here and I'm on time, even with crazy glitches, Mercury retrograde full effect. I'm a midlife fertility coach and working with you for your vital life and pregnancy for the first time or maybe again. And today we're talking about body talk or your relationship with your body. And why is this important? Why am I bringing this up? Obviously, body needs to be healthy, as healthy as possible to procreate, to have a child, to have a successful pregnancy. I'm sure you have heard, how to spit my lip. I'm sure you have heard a mountain of things from books and chat rooms and relatives and friends. Maybe even your partner is pushing certain things. And a lot of that is good stuff. I am definitely on board and with how important it is to have a baseline that is as healthy as possible. And if you've been on my other videos, my lives, or on my other videos, you know how I feel about certain things. Definitely grab the link down below if you haven't already for the 7 steps to midlife pregnancy, which has some of those basics in there to remind you of what you're already doing well. And why is that important? Because your relationship with your body is one of the top things that you need. You know, I've been sharing with you some of those top things that I feel and know have experienced myself and with my clients is important in order for you to have a successful, joyful life and pregnancy. So, the things that I'm sharing with you, hear my voice go, the things that I'm sharing with you are things that are not only good for your pregnancy, but for your life. I'm a double, triple, quadruple. I love to multi-do is what I call it. When I'm things that whenever I'm sharing something with you, it's not going to be just with one purpose, but with multiple things. It's going to affect multiple things in your life. That's what coaching is about, right? It's whole life. It's not just one thing. So, excuse me, jumping in. I have my favorite drink, as I wrote some of you who are in my community. And my favorite drink right now for a warm morning. I've got the fan going, so you might see things blowing around. This is emergency with ice and water. I just discovered this recently. I have always had emergency, but with ice and water, somehow it's good, even though I don't always drink ice water. Mm, we'll take a sip of that as I go on my things. So, your relationship with your body. Now, if you've already been trying for a while, then you may have already experienced that your body gets pregnant but doesn't stay pregnant. Maybe you've had loss. Maybe you haven't even gotten pregnant yet. Regardless of where you are on that path or how long that has been happening, because that's a big piece, there's been a breakdown often. And it's nothing, no blame, not something that you did wrong or you're doing wrong necessarily. It's just about rebuilding a relationship. If I were to give an analogy, I would say think about how think about a relationship right now. If you can think for a moment. In fact, I'll take a deep breath and exhale just to wind down and be in the room. Think for a moment of somebody in your life where there's been a breakdown in your relationship. See if you can catch that person in your mind for a moment to to kind of create the picture better. Because we're talking about your body, but this is the best way I love to do it. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Of course, that's my mother. And I just saw that you see my project in the background. I did not mean to do that. I'll shift you over a little bit. Uh, so that's okay. Projects. Life isn't perfect. So coming into your uh, relationship with this person, just think for a minute about some of the things that now are affected because of that breakdown. Maybe you don't communicate as comfortably. You literally physically don't feel comfortable around them anymore if you see them. The idea of contacting them or having a really open, intimate, conversation maybe isn't as comfortable. Maybe you feel a bit sad or you're grieving the past goodness of that relationship with that person. And I could go on and on, but there's some grief there. And that's what I'm talking about with a relationship with your body. What happens is that communication with, what your intentions are and your trust in your body have broken down. When a relationship breaks down, and there is a breakdown when there's loss, or you've been, trying mm, to get pregnant, and it doesn't work out, then there is a gentle or sometimes harsh break in trust, or a feeling in, I don't trust my body, or my body is broken. I remember so vividly sitting there in my acupuncture office, and I get emotional when I just think about it. And I remember sitting there waiting for my acupuncturist, who is very, very busy person. So I would often be waiting a little bit. Oh, just taking a breath for a second. And I would look up near the reception counter, and there was this beautiful collage of photos of moms with their kids, and some of them older. And I remember thinking, why isn't it me? What am I doing wrong? I'm coming to acupuncture, taking the right supplements. Take a moment here. Whew. And what is it? And there'd be loss after loss. And I realized that there was a breakdown, that no matter all these good things that I was doing in the background, and the foreground for my body, I was doing things right. There was still something not happening. And it was on that fifth greater loss, miscarriage, I'll say the word, the forbidden word, that I realized that uh, I had to do something different. If Einstein's definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So that's even with the healthy things. So you're doing all these healthy things. There's nothing wrong with that. That's good. Keep doing those things. And there's something else. So a place to start, there's of course many levels at which you can go to really dive into what's happening there with you and your body. And I mean you, your spirit, your heart. I still feel that feeling after thinking about the acupuncture office in my heart. When you can go many levels. I'm not going to go all the levels with you today, because that would be overwhelming. We just met, or we're sitting here together. Oh, hello, Vibrant Immunity MD. Good to see you on here. Thank you. I just want to start today with the checking in with the simple things, like, do you forgive your body for not getting pregnant, for your miscarriages, for in moments perhaps disconnecting to spirit? Do you forgive yourself for pulling back from trust, not only from your body, maybe it's God, the universe, whatever it is you believe in or don't believe in, but this, whatever it is, there can be an anger, a frustration mixed with grief and sadness, and forgiveness of yourself and whatever it is that you're believing in is very strong. And it's strong in that relationship to your body. And so this is one piece. The next piece that I would encourage, wow, we're already at 9 minutes. It's amazing. Where does the time go? The other piece is doing small things to remind your body that you are listening and that you are invested in this relationship together. You think about your partnerships. If you have a partnership, or your relationships with people, if you're doing this on your own, that matter to you, what are some of the things that build trust for you? Well, it's keeping your word, following through. If someone says, hey, let's meet for lunch, and then they keep flaking out on you over and over again, that doesn't feel very good. It's the same thing with your body. It's like another entity or another a persona or person. It's you, but there's that relationship. So thinking about how many promises have you made to your body recently or over this period of time, And what is one thing this week, one thing that you could do to follow through on a promise? And maybe it's going for those walks every other day. Maybe it's eating just a little bit better, or connecting with a friend who makes you laugh. Whatever it is that you were going to do that brings joy, balance, a different vibration, calming, whatever it is that your body's calling for. That's what my recommendation this week would be about, is starting to build that trust. And if you're not sure where to start, then take a couple moments of silence, whether you're a person who meditates or prays, to just be in calm space with yourself, to ask for that information. And maybe it's that walk that you do that will bring that information, but trust that your body knows what it needs. You just have to listen. And it's tricky. It's not the easiest thing, especially if there's been a breakdown in your relationship together, to listen or to know when something's being said and it's time for listening. So I just wanted to put that out there as a couple tidbits about it. I like I said, I don't want to overwhelm you. This is something, as I mentioned, I think I've now finally committed to, because I want to wait till Mercury retrograde is over for crazy. I've already had so many crazy things even this morning. So I think it's going to be the second, third, and fourth. But I'll keep you posted. And if you're diving in if you are on my in my circle, then I will send you a mail. So don't worry. And if you're not, then get that 7 steps, and definitely subscribe if you haven't already. And then I want to ask questions. Ask questions. I want to answer questions. So if there's anything that you'd like to ask, or um, whether it's here right now on the live or on the replay, definitely throw something down in the comments, because I'm here for you. That's what Fridays at 10 Pacific are all about. It's time for you, because I want you to have what you deserve. And there's so many layers, but I will slowly be peeling back the layers of the onion as I can, here and in videos, which I have a new one coming up. I promise. I promised, and it's going to happen regardless of the madness of the world. You just have to do it. So I will just take a pause just in case. Well, we're coming up on 13 minutes. And if there aren't any live questions, then I will just say thank you so much for being here. I'm still waiting just in case. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here for yourself, for being in this circle and listening to your body today and what it needs. I wish you a beautiful day, and I'll see you real soon. Next Friday, 10 o'clock. See you. Bye.